Oh, hell, look at this lying bastard here. Chuck, go get your margarita with Nancy Pelosi. That heifer just retired. It's time for you to give it up, sir. We need term limits. You lying bastard. You lying dog. Here we go.
So for 1 year, people making millions of dollars would still receive these COVID-era subsidies?
The bottom line is the senator from Ohio ignores.
Oh, hell, he can't even get it out. Oh, hell.
That 99% of people, you want to hurt people making 10,000, 50,000, 90,000 and hold this up? We can fix what the gentleman said in a negotiation, but don't have people who are every day being hurt.
We know who's hurting, and we know who hurt them. As y'all spit on the American people, you spit on the taxpayers, left everybody in the dark. They ought to walk your butt out in handcuffs.
By paying thousands of dollars more that they can't afford. I know that the senator from Ohio cares about the billionaires.
Hell. Once again, the same rhetoric, the same script, the same gaslighting, fear-mongering, the same crap.
We care about average working people. I yield the floor.
So just to be clear,
And watch this clown take it up and storm out. Well, look at this clown. He gonna walk out and storm out. This bastard, I tell you.
It's recognized.
So just to be clear, what you heard from the minority leader was the following. I just want to recap it for those of you who might have missed. Number one, he acknowledged that the Democrats have actually not put forward a written proposal that people could look at. Number two, he acknowledged that his plan would be to allow millionaires, let me just say that clearly, people making millions of dollars would receive Biden-era COVID Obamacare subsidies. You heard that right. No income cap. I was going to ask him before he stormed out of the room, because evidently he doesn't want to hear any opposing views or actually engage in meaningful negotiation.
You just can't make this up, man. You just can't.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hey. Why this beat so cold?
We will make America proud again. And you try to kill our we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Hey, what's going on with you, Tim? What Tim got to say? Tim got them rifles in the back. Why I look so little on here? Let me fix this. Hold on, family. I got to fix this. Yeah, this is a behind the scenes pre-cut show editing time. Hold on, family. Hold on now. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. God bless the beautiful patriots around the world now. Yes, indeed, man. We all just trying to make it, trying to survive here, you know. But what a disgrace, man. We it's the weekend, and here we are, 2025, and the old sweet November. Y'all getting ready to get that cornbread in your system? Y'all let me know now. Let me know. Oh hell, the thing stopped working. Hold on. All right, is the camera okay? I think we good. Is it back on? Is it are we good? All right, we good now. Yeah. This is the most authentic show y'all gonna come across on the platform. I'm telling you now. You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. I love y'all, man. But again, I really do hope everybody that's tuned in right now that you are blessed, well, and healthy, man. Again, wishing the best in everybody's life, man. In these times we living in, man. We live in this fast time travel, man. One day at a time, y'all. You know, the hell with these politicians. I think it ought to be a sweep down there in Washington. You know? And all of a sudden, Trump wants to be king. I still just don't get it. I just don't, man. You know, Trump wants to be king. The big old Trump king, king daddy. King daddy. King. I tell you. You know, and this bastard gonna storm out the room. He gonna walk out the room. I'm telling you, they ought to walk his butt out in handcuffs.
Hey everybody, Tim Burchett.
What's going on, Tim?
Chuck Schumer's new proposals come out, and he is trying to trick the American public once again. The media, his lapdogs in the media are all over this, and the Democrats are running to the table saying they're at the table. He wants to give the insurance companies, literally, get this, $35 billion without any checks or balances or any agreement to lower people's health care costs. I think this shows you who's running this little cabal. The insurance companies are getting fat. They've had billion-dollar profits over the last few years. People's health insurance has gone up. This Obamacare is a nightmare. People's rates have doubled, $14,000 deductibles, things like that. Just crazy stuff. And, Pelosi wanted you to pass it so you know what's in it. Well, you know what's in it. And these dates, these arbitrary cutoff dates are set by the Democrats. And they knew this date was going to come. And they're trying to use this thing as leverage. This is a bad deal for America. It's a bad deal for consumers. And they shouldn't be holding. And this is exactly what Schumer's doing. He's holding people who need this insurance. That's the only insurance they can get because the government made sure of that. And he's holding them hostage, and he's making the big insurance companies billions upon billions of dollars profit. It's ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Anyway, shame on Chuck Schumer and the Democrats in the Senate. This is pathetic. We need to fix the system so Americans can have affordable health care. It needs to be more market-driven and less politician-driven and K Street lobbyist-driven, which is what it is now. Thank y'all for sending me here.
This is still one of my favorite responses to Chuck Schumer's crap. God bless Senator Kennedy.
What is your response to Chuck Schumer's proposal here to keep those ACA benefits going for another year, bipartisan committee to work on those, and reopen the government with a clean CR?
God, please give me patience, because if you give me strength, I'm going to need bail money. What Senator Schumer is suggesting is that we do the dumbest thing possible that won't work. Stupid should hurt more. Senator Schumer says we should just extend the status quo for a year. What does that mean? That means that we would have to take $35 billion of taxpayer money and give it directly to the health insurance companies without any commitment of lowering premiums. How is that going to reduce health care costs? How's that going to reduce premiums? The health care companies are going to take $35 billion from the taxpayers and put it into their pockets. I mean, duh. I don't know what Senator Schumer is thinking. Earth to Chuck. I mean, Earth to Chuck.
Earth to Chuck.
Am I going to vote for this? The short answer is no. The long answer is hell no.
Hell no.
I think we're just going to have to get used to the fact that we've been in a shutdown. We're going to be in a shutdown for a while. I voted 14 times to lift the shutdown. The Democrats and Senator Rand Paul have voted 14 times to keep the government shut down. We're just going to be here for a while.
All right, guys, so we've had an interesting day. The Democrats came out with some ridiculous proposal. It took us about 0.3 seconds to say no deal. What they're offering wasn't even a real proposal, and they know it. And once again, it is proven that they are not interested in opening the government. We just now had an opportunity for them to at least pay essential employees and all the essential programs. Guess what? Nope. They all said no. Why? Because it's politics. You can't make sense out of what they're doing right now because they got Chucky Schumer leading them in this political fight. Once again, guys, we're still here fighting every single day. It's a privilege, and it's also frustrating at sometimes. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to fight for the great state of Oklahoma.
Like I said, it just gets worse and worse and worse for Democrats and Chuck Schumer. The truth will prevail in broad daylight. And here's that full clip as he stormed out, walked out, just stormed out of there, you know. But it gets worse and worse and worse for the Democrats and Chuck Schumer, who I think, in my opinion, ought to be walked out in handcuffs. You know, I don't even know how we let him get this far. There should have been term limits a long time ago. I mean, we watched that same patch in the back of his head for years and years and years and years. And then you go back years and years and years, you're probably like, what the hell? This hypocrite fraud. And why did it sound like on this take here, he said a couple years ago, sounded like he had just a little bit of common sense. He kind of sounded like the president now. If you go back and roll the tape a couple years ago, a bunch of these Democrats sounded kind of like President Trump on this issue here, on this here. But now all of a sudden they're just flipped and incompetent, no common sense, woke. The far lefty left is up their buttholes. I mean, man, what a disgrace. But the truth will set you free, and the truth will prevail in broad daylight.
Have you put forward a proposal that we can read that you referenced in your speech, which says a clean continuing resolution with the extension of the ACA Biden COVID credits?
Yes, as we spoke yesterday.
So there is
I will not be interrupted.
No, my question is there a proposal in writing that we can read?
There is a proposal that is very simple. First, you haven't put your proposed ACA, your proposed fix to the ACA, the new one, which Leader Thune has spoken about on the floor, so we can't give you a counter in writing. But it's very simple, because we have two sentences we would add to any proposal, which would extend the ACA benefits for 1 year. That's all, plain and simple. And the leader can put that in his proposal on opening up the government. So it doesn't need a vote. It can't be blocked by anybody. It's the right thing to do.
It still have no income caps, so people who make $1 million, $2, $3 million a year?
As we said, if he would have listened to my speech yesterday, once we pass the 1 year fix, so people right now aren't in difficulty, we would sit and negotiate that. The leader has said he won't negotiate before. We're willing to negotiate once the credits are extended, plain and simple. And we made that in our proposal yesterday.
So for 1 year, people making millions of dollars would still receive these COVID-era subsidies?
The bottom line is the senator from Ohio ignores that 99% of people, you want to hurt people making $10,000, $50,000, $90,000 and hold this up? We can fix what the gentleman said in a negotiation, but don't have people who are every day being hurt by paying thousands of dollars more that they can't afford. I know that the senator from Ohio cares about the billionaires. We care about average working people. I yield the floor.
So just to be clear, Ms. President?
It's recognized.
So just to be clear, what you heard from the minority leader was the following. I just want to recap it for those who might have missed. Number one, he acknowledged that the Democrats have actually not put forward a written proposal that people could look at. Number two, he acknowledged that his plan would be to allow millionaires, let me just say that clearly, people making millions of dollars would receive Biden-era COVID Obamacare subsidies. You heard that right. No income cap. I was going to ask him before he stormed out of the room, because evidently he doesn't want to hear any opposing views or actually engage in meaningful negotiation. He would have heard me ask the next question, Madam President, which is, would he continue $0 premiums, which we know for a fact have enormous levels of fraud? If he had stayed, I would have asked him a third question. Does he want these monies to go directly to insurance companies? Let me repeat that, Madam President, because I don't think the American people have been told the truth here. This money does not go to people on Obamacare. This is a check written from the federal government to the wealthiest insurance companies on the planet. He wants no income caps, millionaires getting COVID subsidies. He wants $0 premiums that are filled with fraud. And he wants to enrich insurance companies even more.